There may be a few fireworks going off in the background, but people have been asking, what can I do to change the world the most? Well, information is what's changed pretty much every aspect of our life for the past 2,000 years. Every time new information is presented to someone, they take it and they put it into a filter system in their own mind. And how could it change their beliefs? What could this information change about their lives? It's not with everyone. Not everyone does that. But people who are looking for change, looking for information to change, will be looking, obviously. I've been I've been watching many documentaries lately, and one of them was about North Korea, and it was about all the prisoners, political prisoners in the concentration camps in North Korea, and one of them was talking about the many books that they had there that was smuggled in, and one of them was The Tale of Monte Cristo, and he's like, that book changed so many lives inside the prison because it gave them the willpower to run away, to move away, and when they got out, they ran across the border, sometimes with snipers right behind them. They'd sell everything, every single thing that they had, just to escape into China or South Korea. And it's like, it was very heartwarming that that book, I have not read it, but I've seen the movie. That book changed their idea of the world, that they can do something, even if they're in a prison. The information that they gathered changed their lives forever from that point on. And when they got back, they started fighting politically to get North Korea to do things, even though it has not worked. But if more people came across the border, more people were given these books, this information, they would change their life forever. It's very interesting about how just little things like that, even a fairy tale novel, can make a huge impact on someone's life. Now, sometimes books can be used to subvert the population. I think I used that word right. My mind is a little bit frayed today. Let me explain. Like the Bible sometimes can be used as an instrument to further political goals, further trick the population. The Quran has been used for that for many, many decades, many centuries, to control. And that's sad. The Chinese use propaganda, the Germans use propaganda, where books were used in a very efficient way to change the populace's mind. And it's very sad that books were used in that fashion, but it worked. But that's the sad part, is that it worked very well. Even small essays, like there was an essay that was printed by a reporter about 10 years ago, about a little girl who was addicted to crack cocaine. She was 10 years old, but it wasn't a true article. The reporter actually got slammed for it, but it pushed so hard into it, like scared the population so much in New York that it's like, oh my God, it freaked out politicians, it freaked out children's parents, just from that tiny little article. Now, I don't believe in the war on drugs, but I do believe they should be legalized, but I'm not going to get into that. I would just want more people to listen to these very great politicians like Ron Paul, and but I do not believe in deregulation to the point of to a supreme free market, because free markets really do not regulate themselves because they open themselves up for monopolies. But I'm not going to get into that. Information can be used good and bad. It's just how we have to learn how to use it. We really have to, and we have to post uh, information to people who are seeking to look for this information. And those types of people are going to be the young, the youth, because they are the most progressive. They're always looking for new ideas, not something their parents have said. Or they're looking for something their parents said, but they want to confirm what they've said. So we have to keep on expanding the minds of other countries also, if this goes further than we've ever thought. That's why I like the operations in Brazil. Um, I would love operations in Thailand. I would love for Thailand to be opened up again to the world, even though it's just the information from the propaganda from China, the no, wait, I'm actually thinking of Tibet. I'm sorry, Tibet, not Thailand. I've always enjoyed Thailand. It's a beautiful country. I've never been there, but I've I've spoken to people online from Tibet. I've spoken to Buddhists from Tibet, and it really changed my life on how their lives are as it is there, and how even though it is pumped full of money from tourism, it's still a politically shaky country and invaded. There's many forces still there from the Chinese government, the Chinese army. As as long as there are armies, though, with a political agenda and ideology, we will never be able to have supreme freedom of information, because in an army life are not access to resources to become educated. Sometimes, well, in the American military, yes, but not in every military. Those are the sad things. Thank you for listening. If you've gone through this entire video, we are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget.